rain and flooding are two main stories for weather this week as we watch a lot more of that moisture even push through right now. So we're already seeing heavy showers in west central Montana, even some stronger thunderstorms now right along the line from Darby to Hamilton up to Phillipsburg. So there is some activity out there this afternoon. While Polson had a break in the clouds earlier, now seeing that rain move through, and we're actually going to continue tracking a lot more of those wet skies, even a rumble of thunder of our First Security Bank ICAM in Hamilton. Now we're also going to see a lot more rain in the forecast. 0.2 inches recorded today in Missoula, and that's at 4:30. And we're still going to see more rain even as we head into midnight. And did you know, speaking of rain, May and June are the wettest months on average in western Montana. So far, May is living up to its rainy outlook, and with all this rain, rivers and streams are quickly rising. Forecasters at the National Weather Service are turning their attention to the likelihood of flooding in some spots later this week. Meteorologist Russ Thomas has more.
Last week's wet weather system has brought a rise in river levels in recent days, and a steady stream of Pacific moisture over the next few days is expected to push some western Montana rivers and streams above their banks.
It's going to be a douser this week. Every day we're going to have good rain, and we're expecting it to start coming of the actual flood stage maybe late tomorrow night or Wednesday, and then to stay through that time frame all the way through Friday.
National Weather Service hydrologist Ray Nicholas says the Clark Fork River above Missoula is the area most likely to be impacted. Thankfully not to the level of 2018, but some property along Tower and Kerwald streets will likely be underwater.
It'll be, similar to what we saw last year, at least for our latest projections. You start to see water coming down the streets up in that Orchard Homes area. This is just one of those things, unfortunately, we have to monitor every year now on the Clark Fork River.
The culprit for the abundance of rainfall expected is a closed low pressure system that will slowly navigate through the area. These closed lows tend to meander, meaning the expected area of heaviest rain could change, but right now northwest Montana is the primary target.
The heavier precip is actually going to be, mountains up in the Flathead drainage. Certainly you could see plenty of water coming across roads up along Highway 2.
The Flathead River will be running very high later this week. This wet weather system is expected to exit the region as we head into Memorial Day weekend, and river levels should begin to slowly recede soon thereafter. But Nicholas reminds us that our wet season continues through June, and that there is still plenty of snow in the higher elevations.
As we go through the rest of the flood season, this doesn't necessarily have to be the last peak either.
In Missoula, Russ Thomas, MTN News.
Well, Nicholas says the Bitterroot River may spill over a bit in low-lying areas, but any flooding impact should be minimal.
Elizabeth, thanks for that. Flathead Emergency Services has some recommendations on where folks can get sandbags to prepare for potential flooding later this week. Rick Saka with the Flathead Valley Office of Emergency Management says the state and county don't provide sandbags to private citizens. They only keep sandbags for governments, facilities, and critical infrastructures. However, he does recommend people visit, say, a local farm or a home improvement store if they are in need of some sand and sandbags.